We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
In this review, I will be taking a look at the metallic matte Shogun Mauler, known as Shogun Shoate. Here's the bio card that was included on the back of the packaging. You can pause the video to read the entire bio. Shoate was released in 1994 and is one of the more rare figures from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line. He was one of 9 figures released in the Shogun line. Included inside the packaging is an exclusive Tmnt collector card with a read-up of Shoate. Shoate's only other appearance outside of toy form was in the original Mirage comics. He appeared in issues 46 and 47, titled Mask and Mask Part 2. In the comics, his name was Chote or Shoate. When they made the figure, he was renamed Shogun Shoate. He is a dinosaur-like samurai that serves an evil wizard with no name, later on revealed to be Savante Romero. Now let's take a closer look at the figure. The first thing that stands out to me are those large sharp teeth. While his bio card just describes him as a lizard, he has a very T-Rex vibe going on. His skin tone is mostly brown in color, with a dark green wash on the top of his head and his arms. His eyes are blood red, with black pupils. He has a very angry and menacing facial expression. Moving down to his wardrobe, he is wearing a sleeveless white karate gi with blue trim. He is also wearing a red belt with a black guard in the front. Shoate is wearing black armbands around each bicep, but the thing that makes this figure stand out are the black metal reptilian battle armor pieces. On a side note, it is very hard to find Shoate with all the armor pieces, as they are normally broken or missing. He has them on his shoulders and forearms. His hands have large sharp claws that are unpainted. His biceps have veins bulging out. You can see the green paint wash on the outside of the arms. Moving down to the legs, the black metal armor continues, as he has armor on his thighs and shins. The armor on the knees are painted blue. His feet have 4 toes with long, sharp toenails. Like the claws on the hands, they are unpainted as well. He is wearing purple sandals. Here's a side view of the leg. You can see more veins on his thighs. He does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Turning around to the backside, Shoate has veins bulging out all down his legs. He definitely does not skip leg day. Moving up, there is not much going on other than the back of the gi. The scales on his spine are sculpted as to look like they are extending outwards. The back of the head reminds me of an alligator. Moving on to the articulation, the head is able to move side to side, but the neck does get stopped by the clothing. His arms can move up and down, as well as rotate 360 degrees. There is a swivel underneath the bicep armband that allows the lower arm to move in and out. And the legs are able to move in and out as well as rotate around. Shoate comes with 3 accessories. The ones I own are made in a purple plastic, but there were Shoates released with the weapons made in a blue plastic. The first weapon up is the Slithery Sharp Snake Slicer. It is a small sword. The handle is really cool as it has a dragon head sculpted at the end of it. Shoate's hands are sculpted so that either one is able to hold his weapons. Next up is the long lizard blade. It is a longer sword than the previous weapon. This one actually has sculpting detail on the blade itself. The handle is almost identical though, as it has a dragon head sculpted on it as well. As with the previous weapon, it fits in either hand perfectly. And finally, my personal favorite weapon, the dragon-headed double-dose axe. The wood handle is sculpted nicely, with a rope going around it from top to bottom. There is a face sculpted in the middle of the blade on both sides. The axe has jagged edges as well as nicks in the actual blade part. As with the previous two weapons, Shoate has no problem holding it in either hand, and he looks really cool equipped with it. Now let's compare Shoate to some other figures. First up is an original Michelangelo Ninja Turtle. Next is an original He-Man, an original Spawn, Cowboys of Moo Mesa, Biker Mice from Mars, Bucky O'Hare. Here he is alongside a Kenner Gargoyle's Goliath, a Beast Wars Optimus Primal, a Toy Biz X-Men Nightcrawler, a Kenner Terminator, and finally alongside Shogun Triceratops, released in the same wave. So that is my review of Shogun Shoate. He is one of the more rare figures from the original toy line, but in my opinion one of the best. He is personally one of my favorites. The black metal armor really makes the figure stand out, and I am a sucker for anything dinosaur related. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if you're not already, think about subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any future reviews. Leave me a comment on your opinion of the figure and if you own it in your collection. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.